Hello everyone, it's Bree here at Vinyasa Wave. I hope you're doing amazing today because today is 2/22/22. How awesome is that? I hope you are manifesting amazing things in your life today, and I wish that every single one of those come true for you. Today's wave is going to be a power wave. We're going to do lots of twisting and arm strength today. So one breath, one movement. Again, that's your breath and your movement. So move however your breath and your body is allowing you to do today. You do not have to match me or if you're practicing with anyone, okay? So we're going to start in child's pose. So come down to the center of your mat, knees as wide as the mat or as wide as they'll allow, and just arms forward, forehead on the mat, and I'll meet you when you're ready, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So come down to the center of your mat, find child's pose, open your knees as wide as they'll allow, and just walk your hands as far forward as you can. And if your forehead reaches the floor, great. If not, no worries. Just hang out here. Take as many breaths as you need to arrive here on this mat. Big breath in. Breath out. Make your breaths even deeper. Control the chatter in your mind. Big breath in again. Breath out. Begin to quiet the chatter in the mind. Become aware of the body here on this mat, right here and now. Feel your forehead on the mat, all 10 fingers. Feel your breath rise and fall in the body. Take one more big breath. And breath out, let it go. And then your next exhale, walk your hands over to your left side. Sit back in those hips. Try to find a nice side body stretch in that right side. So push down through that right hip. Big breath here. Breath out. Keep reaching those fingertips long. Walk your hands back through the center. And exhale over to your right side. This time sitting down through that left hip and left arm is reaching as far as you can. Maybe grabbing onto the ground as if you're trying to get a little bit longer. Another breath in. Breath out. Walk your hands back through center, and then just slowly walk them back to your knees. You can move your knees together. Sit nice and tall through the spine. Find length in the crown of the head. Big breath in here. Open the heart. Exhale, let it go. Drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. And then over to the right side. Keep sitting tall through that spine. Be mindful of the shoulders that they're not rounding forward. Sit nice and tall, pull them back. Over to the left. And then release your head forward for a half neck roll until your right ear meets over to the right shoulder. And then back over to the left. Do a few of these on your own. Good. And then find neutral. Release the arms behind the back till they interlace. Pull the shoulders open, heart is opening, gaze is up. If you can't grab the hands, maybe find your fingertips to the floor and push through the floor, opening the heart. Puff up that chest. Big breath in. Breath out. and release. Come forward, find your tabletop. So hands underneath shoulders, hips knees underneath your hips. And then big inhale, send your right arm and left leg long. Find stability here first. And then exhale, right elbow, left knee, tap underneath the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open, hold here. Keep your right arm where it is. Drop your left leg behind your right, kind of like an eagle pose. And then big inhale, rotates the chest, right arm comes up to the sky, finding your first twist. Using the core for stability. Big breath in. Breath out. Remember, slow and controlled with what your body's telling you today. Release the right hand down. Untuck your left leg. Left arm, right leg, go long. Find stability here in the core. Exhale, tap underneath the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Squeeze the core when you come underneath the body. Open. Tap. Open. Pause here. Drop your right leg behind your left. Big inhale pulls the left arm up to the sky, finding your twist on the left side. Really push through that right arm to get a little deeper into that twist. Big breath in. Breath out. One more big breath in. Breath out. Release the left hand down, untuck your right leg, finding your original tabletop. Send your left leg long behind you till the balls of your feet touch the mat. Sit back into that heel, find length in that calf. Maybe push through the floor, finding length in that spine. Big breath in. Breath out. And then come back onto the balls of your feet and then push into the hands until the right knee starts to float into the chest. And then exhale, lower, tap it on the ground. Inhale, lift. Lower. Lift. Last one. Lower. Lift. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Tuck your left leg in. Right leg goes long. Come to the balls of your feet first. And then push back into that heel, finding a nice calf stretch first. And then come back onto the balls of your feet. Push into the hands till the left knee starts to float. And then tap it down. Lift, tap. Lift, tap. Lift. Last one, tap, lift, hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower, tuck your right leg in. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, find your first down dog of the wave. Begin to find movement here. Begin to wake up the back of the legs, the hands, the toes. Just find movement that's comfortable in your body right now. See where the tightness is right now. And then find stillness. Big breath in here. Breath out. You may want to step your feet in just a little bit so it's easier, so a shorter stance down dog. But take your left hand and meet it either to your ankle, shin, or knee, whatever's available, and try to look underneath that shoulder, finding another twist. Stay strong in that right arm. And release. Right arm goes back. Find the ankle or the knee. Really push the ground away with that left hand. Stay strong in that shoulder. And release. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Open your feet as wide as your mat. Grab opposite elbows and just hang here. Maybe begin to sway. Find a little movement if we're still feeling a little tight in the back of the legs. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And release the hands down to the mat. Walk your feet back into hip distance. And then we're gonna walk our hands out to down dog again. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Bend into the knees and then launch yourself forward, finding plank. And then send it right back down dog. Big inhale. Exhale, bend into the knees. Launch yourself forward, find plank. Last one, send it back down dog. Big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Launch yourself forward, find plank, and then right back to down dog. Left leg goes high, find a three-legged down dog. Bend your knee, open that hip. And then find your three-legged down dog again. Left knee, right elbow tap. And then shoot your left leg out, finding shooting star. So drop that left heel, right arm comes off the ground. Hips go high. And then gently lower down onto your bottom. So we're here kind of in a straddle, but keep the movement going till your right hand hits behind you. And then hips go high, left arm is up. Lower down. Twist to your left hand, back to the shooting star, hips up. Sit down, swing it around, right hand, and then hips go high. One more, drop the hips, circle around, left hand meets the floor, hips go high, lower. Last one, hips up, lower. Swing all the way around, find your shooting star again. Right hand meets the floor. Come back onto the balls of your feet of your right foot. Begin to float your left leg and tuck it into the chest and rotate all the way around until you find your version of a side plank. So I'm on my right side, left arm is up. And then release it down, find plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Send your right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open the hips so your knee is facing the sky. And release, bring it back to three-legged down dog. Right knee, left elbow. Shoot your right leg out. Rotate onto your left heel, left arm goes high, finding shooting star first, and then slowly lower it down. Keep the movement going. Left hand behind left hip, hips go high, lower the hips down. You got this, this one's a toughie. Left arm goes up, hips high, lower down, spin it around. Big breaths, keep breathing. One more. Left, lower. This one, find your shooting star. And then lower the left hand down as you pivot onto your left toes. Start to float your right leg, bring it into the chest and around, finding your version of a side plank. And then release it down, finding plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good job. Big breath in here. Exhale, let it go. One more breath, catch your breath. One more breath, big breath in. Breath out. Gaze goes forward. On your exhale, send it all the way to the top of the mat, however you get there. Inhale, find length in that spine, so halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, rise to stand, arms come overhead. Hands come through heart center. Pause here for a moment, maybe we close the eyes. Come back into your breath. Big breath in. Breath out. Feel the heat your body has created already. Feel the energy pumping through the entire body. When you're ready, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, jump your feet back, finding your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, gaze goes forward. Exhale sends you to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, and then go right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, jump your feet back, find plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Send the gaze forward. On your exhale, step it all the way to the top of your mat. Big inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. This time on your inhale, rise to chair, arms overhead, sit back in the hips. Big toes touch. Big inhale here. On your exhale, come up to the tippy toes as you cactus the arms. And release down the heels, arms come back up. Exhale, cactus up to the toes. Release, arms come back up. And exhale, pull it to cactus. And release the heels, arms come high. Exhale, hands come through heart center. And then twist over to your right side. Left elbow hooks on that right knee. Finding a twist. Push your right hand into that left hand as if you're trying to get your hands to where your sternum is. And then fly your chair, so arms open up. And then big inhale, lift the chest up, staying in chair, arms open. And then straighten through the legs, and your right leg begins to come into the chest. We're still here in the twist. Big inhale here. Exhale, step that right leg back, finding warrior two. So your right foot is perpendicular to your front foot. Arms are open. Sink a little deeper into that right knee. Big inhale. Exhale, send it back, reverse. Left arm is over the left ear. Cartwheel to the top of the mat, right hand meets the floor next to your left big toe, left arm up to the sky. We're here in an easy twist. Right knee is engaged. Option to drop that right knee down to the floor if you need a little modification. And begin to pivot onto the heel of your right foot, finding your revolved skandasana, but keep moving till you find your side plank again. Core tight here. Strengthen that right arm and release it down, finding your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful job. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale sends you all the way forward. Inhale, find length here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to chair, arms come up. Exhale, cactus as you come to your tippy toes. Release the heels down, arms come back up. Exhale, cactus. Release the heels, arms are up. Exhale, cactus. Release the heels, arms come back up, and then hands come through heart center, twist over to your left side. Finding a twist here, right elbow hooks on left knee. You got this. Big breath in, breath out. Keep breathing. Fly your chair. And then big inhale, rise. Lift the chest up, keeping the twist. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Left leg continues onto the chest. And then step it all the way back, finding your warrior two. Arms are long. Sink a little deeper into that right knee. Send it back, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel to the front of the mat. Left hand meets the floor, right arm to the sky, easy twist. Left leg is engaged. Option to drop the left knee down. Keep pushing through that left hand, find length in those arms, and then begin to rotate onto that left heel. Find your revolve skandasana. Keep moving till you find your side plank, left side. And rotate back to your plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Breath out. One more. This time, sigh out your breath. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Gaze goes forward. On your exhale, bring it to the top of the mat. Big inhale, halfway lift. Find length here. Reach to the crown of the head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to chair, arms come overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Twist over to your right side. Push deep into that right hand, opening that heart, finding the twist. Next, inhale, lift the chest, hands stay at heart center. We're still in chair. And then straighten through the legs. Left leg comes into the chest. Right hand grabs left knee. Send the left arm behind you. Option to keep your left hand at your hip if you don't want to twist all the way around. When you're ready, bring the gaze back to the front of the room. Slow and controlled, release the right hand on the knee. Send your left leg behind you. As you lever forward, we're finding half moon. So right hand meets the floor, left arm to the sky. If you have blocks or pillows, you can put them underneath your right hand or use the wall. And then gently bend into that right knee until your left leg begins to meet the floor. Push it back, finding warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale. Send it back, reverse. Right arm is up. And cartwheel to the front of the room, finding runner's lunge. So frame your right foot. Hover your right knee into your chest, just like in the beginning of class. Shoot your right leg out to the left side of your mat, finding shooting star again. So we're on the left heel, hips are high, and then drop the hips again. We're going around just like in the beginning of class. Left hand meets the floor, hips are high. Lower the hips down. Your arms are gonna be super tired after this. Hips go high on the right side. Lower the hips. Last one. Lift, lower, lift, find your shooting star. Lower the left hand down, pivot onto your left toes. Bring your left leg back in, finding your plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Breath out. Gaze goes forward. Exhale, send it to the top of your mat. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise to chair, arms are overhead. And then hands come to heart center. Twist over to your right side, right elbow hooks. Bring it back to heart center. Push through the legs, right leg comes into the chest. Left hand grabs right knee. Big inhale, circle the right arm to the back of the room. Option to send the gaze back. Keep your right hand on your hip, or both hands hold right knee. Make it your own. Gaze comes back to the front of the room. Slow and controlled, let the right leg go back as you lever forward, finding half moon on your left side this time. Right arm is to the sky. Gently bend into that left knee until your right leg begins to meet the floor, finding warrior two. Send it back, reverse. Stay strong in that left leg. And cartwheel to the front of the room, framing your left foot. Hover the left knee into the chest. Send it out to the right side of the mat, shooting star. Drop the hips, circle around, hips go high. Drop the hips, circle, hips go high, lower. Last one, circle, lower. Left hand meets, find your shooting star. Right hand meets the floor as you pivot onto your right toes. Left leg comes back in, finding your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then send it to the front of the room. Right knee, right wrist, finding pigeon. Kind of scoot your left leg back. Sit all the way into that little crevice you're creating. Make sure we're sitting right on top of the hips. You shouldn't be on your butt cheek on your right side. So if you need a little help, just put a little block underneath that right leg so you're sitting nice and tall through those hips. Big breath in here, lengthen that spine, and then lower as far forward as you can without compromising the position or your body. Slow the breath down here. So start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. And come back onto the hands. Tuck your left toes. Send it back to down dog. Left leg goes up. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then send it to the front of the room. Left knee, left wrist. And come down, find your pigeon. Remember, you might have to tuck something under here so you're not sitting off to the side. I don't know if you can see it, so I'll face you. So it's very common when you're in pigeon to sit off to the side as you come down. So you want to be right on top of the hips here. So they should be square. So the farther out your foot is from your right leg, the more difficult it's going to be. The closer it is into the body, it's going to be a little bit easier. And then just make sure your hips are right where they're supposed to be. All right. So big inhale, find length, and then exhale, fold forward. And walk your hands back. Send it back to down dog. Good. Walk your feet in just a little bit. Another shorter stance, just like we did in the beginning. Find that twist again. So left hand, right ankle. Release, right hand, left ankle. And release. Come down to the knees. Swing the legs all the way in front of you. Big inhale here, arms come up. Point the toes. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart. So your inhales, you're finding length. Exhale, you're folding. And release. Shake the legs out. Let's come down to our backs, keeping the knees bent. Right ankle over left knee. Bring the legs into the chest first, and then gently grab on. Either sneak through that little 4 that you made and grab onto the left knee, or sometimes I just like to cradle myself if your arms allow. I just have really long arms, so I can reach all the way around. And release, switch sides. So left ankle, right knee. Bring it into the chest first, using the core, and then go ahead and grab on. Gently pull into the chest. And release. Go ahead and let your legs go long, finding Shavasana, your final resting pose. I'm always falling off my mat. If that's you, go ahead and scooch back onto your mat. Palms face the sky, feet fall open. Allow your breath to guide you into the clouds. Just let yourself melt away. Go through the body, checkpoint to checkpoint, releasing any tension you might feel. Telling yourself to relax and actually following through until you make it all the way to your toes. Bring your awareness back into the room. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. When you're ready, roll over to one side, taking a pause before you push all the way up into a seated position. Cross the legs, sit nice and tall through that spine. Hands come over the knees. Bow the head. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. We're going to close the practice out with a nice sigh out. So hands come to the third eye. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Thank you for waving with me. I hope you had fun on this power wave. I hope your arms aren't too sore. I hope to see you again soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.